guys, it's Tamara here from fitknitchick.com. It is day 30 of VEDA, and today, at the request of one of my Facebook fans, I am going to talk about the other part of fitknitchick. That is the other thing I do to keep busy when I'm not exercising, and that is knitting. And over my shoulder on the bed here, you can see a whole pile of colorful bags and baskets, and this is where I house my knitting projects. So what I'm going to do today is just give you a little brief walk through the things I'm working on. I am not a monogamous knitter, so there's lots and lots of different projects. I start things and I put them down. I have easy knitting for watching television. I have knitting that I can do in the car. I have more complicated knitting, lace in particular, that I do when my kids are asleep or out of the house or aren't likely to interrupt my counting. All right, so just a quick walkthrough, and I'm going to talk to you a bit about why I like knitting so much. And if you don't knit, you really should, because taking up a creative hobby is a great way to kind of zen out, to put yourself, your brain, in that beautiful theta wave state that's really hard to get to, and it relaxes you. It's good for your brain. All right, so what have I got? All right, a few long lost projects. This is a shawl that I started last January that I'm definitely going to get back to before next January. It's for me, or for somebody else, I don't know yet. A scarf that I've just started on the needles. This is beautiful. It's made of sea silk and merino. It's going to be all lacy and open up. This is one of the yarns that I picked up at Sock Summit last year in Portland. If you haven't been to Sock Summit, you haven't lived. 2,000 knitters, the Portland Convention Center, 4 days of classes and yarn and flash mobbing. It was great. I just cast this one on last night because I love knitting baby clothes. They're really, really fast. This is going to be a little cardigan. It's top down, so it's all in one piece, which I love for a friend's baby girl. That should be done in a couple days if I really stick to it. And there's actually an FO, a finished object, in one of these baskets as well. This is a shawl that I knit that still needs to be blocked, and believe it or not, I knit that when I went to the Fitness and Health Bloggers Conference in Denver back in June. That was my plain and my nighttime knitting. So there is a fitness link there. Just a couple more, stick with me. I always carry a sock around in my purse. Very simple, no pattern. Round and round and round. I just love these kinds of colorful yarns to see how they're going to turn out. I probably have about 20 pairs of hand knit socks in my sock drawer. My husband has a similar number. Oh, any of you guys ever knit with Kid Silk Haze? This is going to be an infinity cowl, super easy pattern, 5x5 rib, 3 strands together of silk and cashmere, a merino and silk, and Kid Silk Haze. Crack for knitters. Once you knit with Kid Silk Haze, you can't go back. Anything else? No, I guess just yarn. And I did Instagram this yesterday, but I'm going to give a shout out anyways. My very favorite dyer, Deanna of Saffron Dye Works. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful stuff. Probably about 80% of the yarn in my stash comes from her dye pots, and I will link her up below. So if you're a knitter and you haven't heard of Saffron Dye Works, you need to get on Ravelry, find her group. She always announces when she's going to have a shop update, and her stuff it's gone. If you're not in there the first 2 minutes, if you haven't scoped out what you want on her previews with Flickr, you aren't going to get it this time around. All right, so that's what I'm up to. Lots of knitting projects. I love knitting. It relaxes me. It makes me feel productive even on my downtime. And there's evidence to show that knitting gives you a runner's high. I will link up an article that I wrote for Gaiam Life down below, and you can check out my blog. Search knitting on the right-hand side in the search bar. I bet you'll find a few things that interest you. Have a great day, and I'll be back tomorrow for the last day of VEDA.